Okay, it's Wednesday, July 6, 2022. We'll start the Town of Sangerville Board of Selectmen's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the minutes, Select Board meeting 6/22/2022.
Make a motion to approve the minutes?
Second. All in favor? All three in favor. Review of treasurer's warrants, payroll 54, 57, accounts payable 53, 55, and 56.
Make motion to approve A and B is read.
Second.
All in favor? All three. Open session? Anybody like to speak?
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I wouldn't.
Okay, go ahead.
So I don't know if you've received my proposal for the lease of my property, 93 Main Street, if everybody's taken a look at it or not.
You're on here.
Yeah, you're on as
So
town business B.
We're gonna get to that.
we're gonna get to that,
Okay, all
and we
right,
very
sorry.
much wanna talk to
You're
you.
actually on that.
Yeah. So, on to old business. A, dozer bids, and we have some.
Yes, we do. They have not been opened. If you'd like to open them, Mike, there's one.
We had listed this, again, and the minimum bid was 14.5.
Correct.
That it?
Those two, and that one, I think.
Good envelope.
It's reusable. We do have a winner. Mr. Philip Kenny. He bid $17,005. Philip, it's the dozer.
Close.
And now we're on to town hall.
all right,
Thank you.
thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Heck, good to see you. Have a good one.
Yes, we very much wanna talk to you. Have you been in his building yet?
Yes, I did send you pictures.
Yeah, I know, I didn't know if you took those pictures or
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
something he
no, I
shared with
actually
you.
went into it.
Okay.
yes.
And I'm more than happy to show anybody else who wants to see it. I mean, it's across the street.
Yeah, it might be something that we do a little workshop or recess to. What did you think in terms of the space and?
Space, it would work, for an interim for two of us and for the public to come in. And I think we could even set, I think for like maybe select board meetings, maybe we'd have to do it at the fire station or something. But for the regular day-to-day business, it would work fine. It would be fine.
Okay. Would you need a counter built or how's that gonna work? How do you imagine that layout going?
Well, actually, I think when you walk in, you can go to the left or the right. I think if you just have a desk set up, they can go right there. So I
Okay.
think, I think we could arrange it so the office equipment enough, or the.
You don't wanna
furniture
work
enough.
off your desk. I mean, you
No,
need
but we could
something.
they could be something set up, I would imagine.
Is this counter anchored? There's no movement.
It's anchored, oh, it'll move.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
it's
what I was kinda wondering about.
the one that was made,
Yeah.
right, but it's on a hinge, it's the reason.
How many square feet is the office?
I think it's, I wanna say it's like 800, and don't quote me on that, but I'm not
Yeah.
I could dig in and get an
No,
exact.
it's okay. I was just curious. And there's two apartment buildings in that building as well?
Yeah, so there's an upstairs apartment building and a downstairs apartment building, and the commercial is in the middle.
Okay.
There's wheelchair accessibility on one side. You can technically go in either door with a wheelchair. I prefer everybody go in the front just because I don't like the ice during the winter on the
Yep.
side. Of course, it'll all be posted and everything, but it freaks me out a little bit. The front isn't nearly an issue. There's nothing coming down over the front that would be an issue that I can think of, so.
Are both the apartments rented?
Yes, well, I say that. I have 4 showings as soon as I'm done with you for the bottom apartment. It just came open last week.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah. And I have 6 more people who wanna talk to me about it.
Because I'm wondering, would that solve our problem as far as a meeting
Space.
space and if
But
we
it's-
took them both? I don't, you haven't seen the apartment, so you don't,
I've seen it on,
Yeah.
I actually saw it on Facebook, it's actually a very nice, you've
It's
done a
really
great
small.
job, yeah.
It's really, I mean, there's enough room for us to set it.
Well, that's what I'm
table
thinking.
like
But is
this,
it a-
this
This is
would
what
be,
we have, I
this is
mean-
exactly what it
Yeah.
would be for this, right
Yeah.
here.
It,
We could put some chairs in there, public would be able to come in, attend our meetings. And is that something you'd entertain?
Yeah, I can't see why not. I mean, like I said, I'm leaving here to show 4 people, so, you know, it just depends on, I guess, what it comes down to overall, what you wanna do, and what we can agree on a price for the whole thing.
Yeah,
can you access the apartment from the front space?
So, you mean from inside?
Correct.
No, no. So
Okay.
so it has 2 separate stairways. One goes down around the building in the front, kind of in front of the river, and the other is actually enclosed by the whole deck on the right-hand side. It's all covered, so you can walk in there safely as well. But it's just a small set of stairs, and then it's kind of shabby looking, but it's essentially a basement door.
The apartment that's in the back on the ground floor,
Yeah.
the one that you're showing, is that a studio or 1 bedroom or what
It's a
type?
one
it's-
bedroom.
So-
So it's a 1 bedroom, which is, it's small, but it's not a bad size, and then the living room. And the living room and kitchen are kind of one. I mean, it's literally right there. If you guys wanna see it, we can go look at it.
what do you wanna do that? You wanna take a
Let's
recess?
walk
And can we, is there any logistic issue with us recessing and going down there?
Why do we need a reset?
Well, I guess
Well,
we could
so-
pause and
We
then
just pause
re-
the, I mean, we'll pause the recorder, but why can't we just,
Yeah.
we're gonna step out of the room, we're gonna continue our meeting, we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna come back.
I think it's worth doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're after 5 now, and nobody's here,
Let's do it.
so
Yeah, that'd be great, because then
Okay.
we'll have a sense of,
So you wanna get this on tape down there?
whatever you wanna do that way, if you wanna mess with taking it.
We'll just come back and report.
That's what I would suggest.
Okay. Okay, we're back from walk across the street. And, I guess, is it fair to say we feel like that space could work?
yes,
Yep.
yes.
The downstairs apartment isn't anything that, the stairs would basically preclude having any sort of public access.
All right,
So that, but I think we could still do our meetings in that room as long as it was off hours. Both ours and the planning board, there's really nobody else, is there?
No,
Fire department meets at the fire department. I suppose if we had a meeting that we knew was gonna draw a lot of people, we could coordinate with the fire department,
Yeah.
or the church for that
right,
matter.
right. Yep, that would work.
Any other thoughts, or?
I mean, really, we need to get our insurance going, right? Make sure that
We
ends
need,
first.
yeah, we need to check with our insurance company to see, obviously, our comprehensive portion just goes to almost nothing, I mean, it's just office equipment and our
Right.
furniture. We would have liability, but it's a different type of liability than we have here.
Right.
So we've got to get that signed off. A moving, you're gonna need a moving company. I've had very good experience with Fox and Ginn out of Bangor, Mike Ginn. I would coordinate that early, just to make sure they got availability, but they're really good. Easy move too, right across the street.
Yeah,
But it'd be nice to give them a call, get a price,
yeah.
Yeah,
so we know what that is.
yep. Probably wouldn't hurt to have Jerry look at this counter and look at the space, and maybe he'd have some creative ideas too, I think we have more counter than we actually need,
oh, yeah,
so he could maybe he'd wanna start fresh, maybe he could integrate that, I don't know.
Are you talking about the counter that we all used to
Yeah.
use? Is that built in, the one that we all?
We're not sure
Oh,
how
oh.
fastened it is.
Oh, I didn't look at that.
yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jerry built it.
Oh, okay.
You might be able to just come in and take it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say about that is obviously if anything is gonna be put in, I would just want it all to be back the way it was whenever.
Yeah, you'd
If
sign
and
off
when-
on
If and
whatever.
when you decide to leave,
Yep,
yeah, right.
yep,
Right.
yep. And we might not even need to do that. He might be able to just, like a pedestal, like, just as long as it's safe enough so nobody tips it over.
right.
What else, how else do you wanna proceed here?
Can we make a decision before we talk to the insurance company and everything, or do we need to do that first?
I guess we could make a contingent on that. And we're not, do you know our timeline? We don't, we are,
October's on there, right?
September.
no, September
September.
30th, we lose our liability, so
Right.
we wanna, ideally, I'd like to see us in there in August.
I'd like to see you in there as soon as possible.
So-
So whatever you wanna do.
Yeah, that's kind
fine.
of way we're all kinda looking at
Yeah,
this.
sure. And if you need me to, I have vacation this week, I'm usually off on Tuesdays, but I'm here every evening. So usually late though, like 7 o'clock. So
Okay.
if anybody needs to be let in, I could always come bring Lorna the keys. She can always go show somebody. I don't have any problem with somebody showing.
Okay,
I don't think we need to
Insurance
show
company.
anybody, yeah, the insurance
I just
company.
meant the
but-
insurance company
Yeah.
might wanna see it or.
Might be good to actually go in there and lay that out on paper
Mm-hmm,
in actual dimensions, so then you could try to start. I mean, what we talked about kinda sounds like it would work, but. until
To
you-
scale.
Yeah.
To make sure that those filing cabinets, once you put, and that big drafting table or
Yep.
the map table,
Yep,
you know,
yeah, but it does look, I mean, just eyeballing it,
I think it's there.
it looks like it's there.
right.
I mean, this meeting table, we might have to change it and something smaller. And, you know, not, maybe a few, maybe 6 chairs.
Right,
But we've never filled 6, so.
no, no,
If that has to be standing room, it has to be standing,
Yeah, and we've done that.
yes. I mean, I'm not really concerned about that part of it.
Make people bring their camp chairs.
yeah, there you go,
It's, you know, we just don't have that kind of issue normally,
no.
so.
So do we wanna talk about the contract with,
Yeah, well, one of the things, it's the idea of maybe if, once we commit to this, if we commit to a greater number than maybe we originally thrown around,
Yeah.
and maybe you would install the heat pump, I got a feeling that room is gonna be pretty darn hot when it's 90 degrees
Well,
out.
there's an air conditioner.
I saw that little,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
was gonna leave it there for you guys to use if you
Yeah.
needed that, but, I don't have any problem talking to, I have a really great guy that does heat pumps.
Okay.
And
Yep.
he'll come out and do it and service it and the whole deal. I just, again, I don't know if you guys, because it's municipal.
Yep.
I'm guessing that maybe the rebates are different for you than they would be for me.
Well, I think it's gonna be for you, because
Because
you
you're
own the building.
Right,
But
I don't think-
Yeah,
we're
we're
not gonna
just-
buy
we're
the
just
heat pump, so,
renters.
I don't know what he would, it's basically commercial space,
Right.
so I don't know what he's gonna tell you there. If there is some way that we could help you,
That's what I was thinking,
Throw it-
you know,
Yeah.
Here's
if
an
I pay
answer
for it, but it's
to
facilitated by the town.
Basin
Does
space?
that make sense?
I don't
I mean,
we're open,
Yeah.
I don't, he would
I'll
know.
talk to him and
He would know,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
talk to him, cause. yeah.
Cause my guy, he's out of Pittsfield, but he just takes it off the price and he collects that rebate.
Yeah,
I just signed something and he,
yeah, our guy, he literally does it at an app on his phone and they mail the rebate to our
yes,
house.
exactly,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
So,
But that'd be the only thing too, is with a heat pump, especially compared to that old AC, it definitely would help you on your light bill
yeah.
and it would help.
Well,
on
that
heat.
AC is brandy new, we bought it, I don't know, a year maybe ago. But either way, I'm in agreement, and it would probably help out to just overall comfort in there. Heat pump is the way to go. I know, cause we have one at home.
Yeah, no, did he see this?
And it,
Has the police seen this?
No, I had
Okay.
asked the insurance company already about that.
oh,
So if, this is from, Turcot of Maine Municipal, of our insurance provider.
Yeah.
This paragraph says, if the town's going to be leasing space, we recommend a written agreement with the entity leasing the space to you. They will probably require proof of general liability coverage, which we can provide through a certificate of insurance, that's what I was anticipating they would do. And the town will maintain general liability on everything except for the town office as noted above. So, not that this is his issue, Dale and I were kind of brainstorming, what happens to this building once we've, I mean, do we have to put up no trespassing signs, razor wire? I mean, what do we have to do
Right.
to protect the town from
Right.
liability? Once it's empty, they may be a certain, you know,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, we'll have to get,
Call, yeah.
I mean, we have to deal with it either way, but. So that's, I
So
think,
what is the thought process with the building? Obviously, you can't insure it, are you gonna put it up for sale? I mean, what do you,
that's probably the top of the list, is putting it up for sale.
I wonder what somebody would do with it? mean, it's a nice building, other than being,
It's probably, it might have some salvage value.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting antique architecture in
Right.
here, but this is probably a multi-million-dollar rehab if
Right.
you were gonna try to do it.
Do
And
anything.
Sangerville can't afford it.
right, most people can't.
Yeah,
Well, we had gotten numbers just on our foundation issue, and that's currently north of $1 million, and you haven't even gotten to this floor yet,
Right.
so. So that's, but that's all has to be decided by the town. So, yeah, for, our first step is we do know we have to be out of here, so, do you wanna we'll let him know in a week or 48 hours, or you wanna let him know now, what are you guys thinking?
Let them know in a week, I mean,
Okay.
timeline anyways, I think.
Yep, check with the insurance company, let them sign off on, so can we buy 10 days from you?
Yeah, that's fine. Those
Okay.
are my feelings.
Yep.
I mean, you're not moving until August anyway, it's not,
Okay,
there's no fire.
we're clearly gonna do something, and
Yeah.
this looks like a fit, and there are not a lot of options. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would be happy if we rented a space in a different town.
no,
No.
I mean, I'd like to avoid that.
right,
Right,
right.
we could do something we could do a rehab up in the town garage, so we wouldn't have to rent it all, but for me, that location, it's in the center of town and it's a decent building, I think that would work better.
Yeah, I almost see the town garage as, okay, if you're gonna do a permanent, you're gonna build a new town office, that's a much more comprehensive project, and
Yeah, we don't
maybe,
wanna go
maybe
with-
we remove half of that, build a, you know,
Right, but I like the idea of us not being up there while we're doing that.
I agree,
That too.
totally.
Yeah.
If that's 3 years from now, I can see us being right there for 3 years,
Right.
so. Or maybe in 3 years you say, I'm ready to sell this building, who knows,
Yeah,
so. All right, that,
All right.
it'd be good for me and it'd be good for the town, I'm happy to, I wanna be, one thing I was mentioning to Lorna is I'm leaving my business here, and not my real estate business, but my day job here in a few weeks, so I'm gonna be a lot more available and I'd like to be involved, so I'll probably come to some more of select meetings and.
That'd be great.
Involved in the town, and I wanna build my little empire, you know, within our area. I really love this area, and I was kinda shocked, I'm from Holton originally.
no, no kidding,
Yeah, my
I had
wife's-
family up there.
Yeah, my wife's from Dexter, and that's why we're here, so, never in a million years did I think I'd live in Sangerville.
Neither did
I'm loving it, you know, being close to the lake and.
Piscataquis County's pretty
It's
sweet.
beautiful.
It
It's
is.
amazing, yeah, and, I've been surprisingly happy here, so.
That's good, that's very good.
Do you mind do you have his cell phone number?
I do have Lisa.
Do you mind if
Yeah,
she shares that with us?
Not at all,
Okay.
and my email address, I think I put it on that,
Yep.
it's actually on that form, so any of you wanna reach out or have any questions, or the insurance company needs to talk to me, you need me to let somebody in.
Perfect.
Easy. Happy to help, and I only live up the street, so it's not like I'm 45 minutes away.
So
All
where
right.
where do you live?
What are the people's names, it's gonna drive me crazy, 286 North Dexter Road, right up the street here. You know where the George's Place Road is?
Yes,
I'm the
yeah,
next house up.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
What are they, it's gonna drive me nuts, I don't know what their names are.
I
Husband
don't,
and wife combo, they were in Florida, they bought their house where they're in Florida.
I don't know.
I can't remember who they were.
Where's his spot?
Right across from the Weeks house.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, I appreciate your time, and
Nice meeting
we
you.
will get together.
Thank you, Lee.
Good to meet you. Thanks very much for your
Take
time.
it easy.
Thank you
If
for
you need
your
anything, let me
time
know.
as well.
Have a good afternoon.
You too.
That was great. I've been a little worried about that. It's like, we don't have that much time.
No, we don't.
It's
So-
6
But
months.
I think it would, I think the space would really work.
I do too, I think there's a lot of positive, it's not like we're just necessarily making do, I think
Right,
it could be really
settling.
I
nice.
think that could be a nice spot.
Yeah, yeah, I think people would like it.
And it also would be interesting to downsize and see how that
Yep,
works.
yeah.
You know, how much space do we really need
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
going
Oh,
forward?
yeah.
yep.
So,
We were, one of the things is, if you occasionally, you might be a contract negotiation, it might be something involved with legal. Because you have remote access, you could do that from your
I could do that
home or
from
wherever you
home.
need to do
Absolutely,
it.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
I admit, that is, I think a lot of it's just learning to adapt. So, okay. On the new business? A is an abatement of $350.84 and a supplement of $3,162.81 for map 004 lot 028003001, new house that was not taxed for 2022 season, abated whole value, and supplement new value.
Yeah.
That's my motion.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion on this? What happened?
It was missed.
Just
so-
missed.
To the Hamlin's attention.
Okay,
Okay.
well, that's good.
When I was doing the tax bills, I noticed, oh, no.
So we did, just curious, we did a building permit and we did everything.
All that, oh yes.
All that was done.
All that was absolutely
Okay.
done, yeah.
So it was
Yeah,
100%,
It
never
was
get turned
just,
it up to
yeah.
them.
it
Just
was
fell
just
through
a
the
mess,
cracks.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
They had just moved in, they just moved into the home in, March.
Okay. Any
So-
further discussion?
Yeah, oh, okay, and I'll second that motion.
We vote? All in favor? This was recommended, by the way, by
By-
our assessor. So-
Correct? Lorna, yes?
Yes, it
okay.
was,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay, got it. Ay.
B, abatement of $642.06 for map 007 lot 038006, tower removed, premium choice.
Yes, they removed the tower back on September 30th, 2021, and it was missed
Okay,
by the assessors.
So I'll second that.
all in favor? Yes, 3. So we, again, it was just missed. Okay, you have, Doc, yep.
Oh, I see, that's that, that was the first one, that's, yeah, I got just.
Town manager's report, taxes for 2022 have been,
So all the taxes were sent out, and as a matter of fact, since July 1st through yesterday, we've already received $120,000 in payment.
it doesn't surprise me, I forgot my check, or you'd have it today.
That's good.
Yes.
Opening for deputy clerk, the beginning of October, have you started
So,
that?
yes, so Sarah Maury put in her notice, she's gonna be leaving us the middle of October, she's moving out of the area, so I wish her the best. So I advertised with Maine Municipal, I put that through today, and I probably will do the paper around August, because I'd like to bring someone in the first week of October, so they have 2 full weeks of training
Mm-hmm,
before she leaves.
I would start advertising sooner than later.
Okay.
yeah, in fact,
It's rough out there right now.
Okay, I'll put it in the,
and we've got a lot of stuff to do, it wouldn't be bad to have an extra person for a month while we're moving, I don't see any problem with doubling up,
okay.
so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Did you have anybody from the last round that was a possibility? No, nothing, okay, all right. Road commissioner. Chris and Warren.
Chris and Warren, Chris has been under the weather and he's working on his contract, he'll have it in here in the morning, so I will send it to you
Oh, okay.
in the morning.
All right.
He was unable to make it. We need to get going,
Yeah.
sooner than later.
Selectmen's concerns? Only thing, we already discussed this, but you're gonna get a hold of MMA's insurance, they're gonna
Correct.
come down and get a look at this building. That's one, and then you're gonna ask them, what do we need to do once
This
we're
building.
out of this building?
With this building.
Yeah, if someone breaks into it, do we have any liability? And we need to understand all that.
Yes, cause I know, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
okay.
So I know as of October 1st, we definitely do not have
We'll,
insurance coverage on this.
we'll be long gone or
Right.
something,
Yeah.
we messed up.
Cause that day, that guy kinda hinted about, depending on how this all goes, you may end up having to put a chain out like 20 feet around the building, so
Because
there's
of
stuff falling
shingles
and
and-
things like that, so.
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, you still, I mean, if someone breaks in and illegally but hurts themselves, you might still get sued. That doesn't mean you would lose, but I mean,
Correct.
it's
Right.
just the reality of
Yeah,
owning
because we
property.
do have things to consider too. We got a huge election coming up in November. And that's gonna bring in a lot of people. And yes, we're gonna have to probably do it in the fire station, because I'm gonna have to, I believe it's either August or September, tell them where our election's gonna be held.
Well, I would also reach out to Grace Bible to see if they would let us do elections there. I'd really hate tying up our fire station for an entire day.
Right.
If we get toned out, how do you vote?
Yeah,
So if Grace Bible is available, I'd like to at least let us all discuss that.
Okay. I will give him a call too.
Or anything else for that matter, but to me, the fire department is not optimal for a full day of occupation. But that's another moving part that I hadn't really thought about, was voting day.
Yes.
Down there is not gonna work.
nope, that's not.
If we have to put our records, like the stuff that's downstairs, I'm kinda guessing that would also need to be moved to a locked room or whatever at the town garage. Do we have to do anything different, or let them know as far as
Okay,
for your insurance on that?
I will let them know.
I mean, I wouldn't think it's still storage, but.
Yeah, as long as, it's almost like you just have to make a good faith effort.
Correct.
That's another thing, is
Still
if,
talking though, that we have to build something to be able to house those records without them getting wet and all that.
I would like to see that in writing,
well, I
because you
mean,
don't have that now.
if you fill that cellar with water, they're wet.
If the sprinkler line broke right now, and you've got an inch of water on the ground, it's all coming into that room.
Yeah, and they start putting 3 inch hoses on this building because it's on fire.
Yeah, we're gonna lose them all.
You're gonna lose it all anyway. But you do have to make an effort. But that might mean, fireproof sheetrock up there and getting a
I would ask the
contractor.
requirement
What
for
do
what
we
the-
need to do? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
then we
And-
know.
And I'd start looking for contractors to do it.
Is the vault downstairs fireproof?
It's
It's
It-
concrete blocks and a fireproof door.
Right.
Oh,
And it actually is vented so that it shuts the air off. It's a serious attempt to try to protect the
Oh.
documents.
But it's not doing nothing for water.
oh,
No, once you get
No,
4
they're-
to 8 feet in there, you're
No,
done.
yeah.
jeez, huh.
But remember it had like a trigger that closed the piece of sheetrock so that you would exhaust?
Oh.
No, that's in this room, that's in the other room.
Yeah, but what's in that room?
That's where the furnace is, that's got a thermal on the vent.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if there's one of those in the record room. Can't remember.
I'm not going back down.
That's where you draw the line.
But same deal, when you get a price for moving, I would get that as well.
Oh, yeah.
You want everything,
needs to be moved.
kinda be thinking about that,
Yeah.
whatever's in this building, if you
Yeah,
want it.
that's a very good, we're
needs
thinking
to be
about what
done.
needs to be used and moved in your office.
But we gotta move out.
But everything,
Everything,
yeah.
and
Oh, gosh.
that's why I'm thinking it should probably be September, because I think we need to take some time in August. We need to get our tax money in, but we need to take some time in August I think we need to shut down for a few days to get things moved and,
Oh, I totally agree with that.
yeah.
But there's two separate moves here.
yeah.
There's a move for the office and that functionality, but everything else that is of value and that we wanna keep, it needs to come out of here eventually.
But think about it the other way, there's a lot of things that we don't need to keep.
No,
Like in here, like the maps, things like that you wanna hang on to off the wall, but,
But we don't have to pull them out before September.
correct.
But that's a reasonable question also to ask them. Later on, when we do our final move, how do we protect the town's liability in order to get in there and get stuff out? Or, there's gonna be a mechanism.
I think you need to plan on being out of here.
I think
On the date.
by,
Period.
You can't be operating out of here, we know that.
No,
I
don't
think come
you-
September 30th, I think we
don't-
need
you
to
don't
be out
want-
of
You
here.
need to be out of here, period. That's why it'd be good to be out physically and operating down there in August.
But if you're building a building 2 years from now and you wanted to take that safe door out, there's gotta be, I would hope there's a way to safely get in here and take that safe door
You
out.
would hire a contractor and it'd be on their insurance.
So that's probably the answer.
That's guessing.
Yep, I mean, in
And
our
I'll
case,
ask.
that's how we would do it anyway, cause we don't
Right.
have any pulling doors, so. So
Now-
that might be the answer to anything like that.
As far as like storage units, I've never looked into storage units, but are those, how secure are those, like a storage unit? Not-
No more secure than our town garage.
Okay,
I mean, the ones that I've dealt with. A
Okay.
little aluminum door
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's padlocked, so you cut off padlock, you open the door.
oh,
Some are heated if you, but,
I don't know if there's anything heated in this county, too. If you gotta go to Bangor.
yeah, I say Bangor, I have clients who have furniture that's actually stored at temperature and humidity and
Yep.
they pay crazy money.
is there a lot of stuff upstairs?
Stuff upstairs, we do not need.
But you know what? A lot of that stuff belonged to the fire department, those poker tables and all of that.
Oh, yeah, that part.
I'd let Chad know that those
That needs
things,
to be out,
they need to start,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
make-
there's
give
a
'em a
whole
date.
room of
If they want 'em.
things that we don't need.
yeah, if they want, right,
Yeah.
if not, they need to get them out. But in any case,
that worked out pretty well on the bulldozer.
And he already sent payment. No, we can check the bill first. Before we deliver it.
oh, yeah,
As far
it's
as,
not a bank check, he just sent a check, okay, so they'll let it.
I think we're all open to having whatever we need for meetings in order to move this forward, so if we need to meet once a
Oh.
week, we will. I mean, so whatever you need on it.
All right.
Right.
Okay?
You said he sent a personal check?
Yeah. I can call.
My only thing about a personal check myself is if he wants you to take that, then I would, he can't get the dozer for 30 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna let him have the dose until the check clears. The
Yeah,
check
but
has to
he
clear.
can, doesn't matter,
Right.
30 days.
30 days.
He's got 30 days to rescind the check even after it's cleared.
So.
Yeah, he might wanna come get his check and go get a bank check.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah,
Then you
I'll
can have
call
the
him.
dozer
Yeah,
tomorrow.
then he can pick the
Yeah.
dozer up tomorrow, exactly. Yep.
I'll call them.
Okay, anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second. It's, 5:04.